Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host, Teri from Holding Your Space. Hi, Teri.
Hey, Jean, how are you? It's so nice to be here.
I'm doing well. Do you know what? I don't know if I just noticed that your name is Teri and it doesn't have Holding Your Space. Is it because you have that second line? I think I need to allow that second line.
I usually do have the second line, and I think I was just jumping in here. I was running a little late today, everybody. So,
Oh no, that's a constant. That stays that way no matter who you are on.
oh, okay.
But I think it's my settings, and but Teri is Teri at Holding Your Space. That's I don't know if I can change that in the middle.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I think I'd have to go back out and do it, and that's no fun for anybody. So, oh, good. People are coming in now too, so that's great.
Wonderful. Hello, hello. Welcome everybody. Okay, I don't see it real quick. Ness is here, Starseed Awakening. Hey, nice to see you. I know her name. I don't remember.
Oh, that's Karen.
Karen. Hi, Karen.
Uh-huh.
Nice to see
Yeah.
you. Thanks
I
for
think
being
she's
here.
getting ready to start up her channel again. She's she's an
Oh,
intuitive.
very
She's
nice.
very
Yeah.
connected. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Fun, fun. And, Sal Roz is here and Chick from Ohio. Akila B is here. Hi, Akila. Akila's gonna be with me tomorrow. She's coming on the show tomorrow. It's gonna be her second, live with me, and the first live was a little bit of an introductory and a couple of readings. So tomorrow we're just gonna go right into the readings.
Oh, exciting. That's exciting. Yeah. Akila, I think last time you were on and you told me that you started a channel, I subscribed. So I need to get with the program here and get you on and Karen on. So yeah. And Chick from Ohio, I love that. I love the labels, or not the labels, the names everybody gets on their stuff, their channels and whatnot.
Yeah, Akila, you're a moderator. If you want to pop in your link to your page, your YouTube, that'd be great. Only because sometimes it's the name of the video, and you can have, well, I'll talk to you about that. But yeah, and sometimes it's the name of the video is how the search works, and not the name of the page until you start putting your name into the title. It works funny in the very beginning. I remember I used to put it in and I couldn't find anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, and Jessica Lynn is here and Claire Griffith is here. Sal Roz is already on with readings. You know we're doing readings. If you're doing messages, yep, yep, Akila, try and do that. That'll be good. That'll be
Yeah.
good. So,
Yeah.
Teri, how are you affected by the hurricane? Were you affected at all?
Um, yeah. Energetically, I mean, which is nothing compared to what everybody there is going through. But I felt like a lot of people that I knew were so tired that day. Like so many intuitives, just like you're walking through sludge, and um, I think it being like such a spiritual center, Asheville and that area, and the whole world is spiritual, right? But particularly the areas that were hit, mountains are always very spiritual, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you?
Well, weather-wise, we just had like gloomy, rainy, drizzly days, but not like hard rain, not big winds, but maybe like 4 days of constant, like that misty, drizzly rain, and it would just sort of stop and start a lot. But and so that was affecting my energy. Um, but other than that, we weren't. But I do know there was, 5 or 6 people that I knew that were directly affected by the floodwaters or the loss of power for 5 days. And it's amazing the the stories that you hear of how they survived, and how
Yeah.
they how I heard Ginger and Nancy were on last night talking about it. And Ginger said she had one cast iron pan and a grill out back, like a gas grill. And she said every night they cooked dinner in that pan. Like that pan was their best friend. And she would come up with all these different things to throw into the pan to make it different things. It was so funny. But yeah, you had to make do. If you wanted something hot to eat, I'm sure you could probably eat things cold. But yeah. Hi, Judy. Nice to see you. And Liz and Jill. So nice to see everybody. And Michelle, Jenny Berlin. My phone was wacky, Jenny says. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. There was things, the connectivity was stopping and starting, but you can't even compare to what they were going through. But I do know there were some like retreat centers and things out in the beautiful Asheville area, and yeah, just beautiful country out there.
Yeah. So the other thing that keeps clicking it up here is that we talk about the Hopi prophecy and the blue light coming in, and how that's so affected, I think, by the mesas and the mountains. They say that the United States has more pyramids and pyramid energy than other countries, and I think that is the mountains. And so those Smoky Mountains in that area over there. What's it called? It's the Smokies and the Blue Ridge, right? Mountains. It's a beautiful area. It's really amazing. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I was putting in this one and I hit the other one. Please post your questions in caps and emojis, and questions will be chosen at random. Yeah. I see you. Chick from Ohio. Okay, I see you. So let's go ahead and get started while everybody's getting their questions posted. And Sal Rods, you'll be next. So Chick from Ohio says, a friend of mine has been around me for some time. Will he approach me soon? So Chick from Ohio, is this is somebody who is a love interest, I just want to make sure that he's actually in this world here with us, and not like in spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is this person in spirit or in the physical form?
And it could be both. Okay, she said, yeah, love interest.
So I'm hearing that song, Chick from Ohio, Mamma Mia, here I go again, my. How could I forget you? So I feel like maybe this was perhaps a love interest on either side. Maybe it's unrequited love, or was at one time. But I do feel like there's a spark there. Go in with your eyes open. Are they getting over somebody or something? So kind of look for signs for that. So I pulled the signs card. So just kind of watch the way things are going. And they're kind of poking at my my throat chakra. And that means be clear about what you want. Tell yourself what you want and tell them what you want. Have freedom to make your wishes known, because you're the gift. We are all the gift that we give others, and divine guidance. So tell your angels what you want, how you want this to go.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I see you guys are popping that in. Thank you very much. So Chick from Ohio, what I was getting for you is I feel like he's trying to feel out the energy, and he's looking for somebody dependable, reliable, friendship, and sort of companion. He doesn't. I feel like there's not a lot of. I feel like he, like Teri said, he may have been getting over somebody or recently wounded, and he wants to ease into. He wants to make sure that somebody is consistent, that somebody is who he thinks they are, and somebody that's you know. That he can trust is what I feel, because I feel like he is getting over somebody, or was wronged by somebody, or is just not, he's like over that, or his maybe his mind is on something else, that he's just not in the place of romance right now, believe it or not. So just be a really good friend to him, and he may actually. Now that I'm tuning in a little bit more, I feel like there's somebody long distance, that he doesn't have anybody, but there's somebody that he might be sort of pining for. That may be long distance, but it doesn't mean that it won't ever happen. I just feel like it's his mind is occupied elsewhere.
Yeah.
So just be patient with them. Go ahead, Teri.
Oh, I was just going to say, that's interesting that you said that. I was thinking about grief too. I don't know if it was that person is long distance on the other side of the veil, even. So, yeah, a chick from Ohio. It might be that he's getting over that, or that person that's far away. Yeah, yeah. Be clear about what you want. I think clarity is huge right now coming in to this new season, and the way the stars are aligned and everything else, and the way the world is changing. So
If it's in the highest good of each of you, let it be. The most benevolent outcome for both souls involved. But I would be kind to him, be friendly to him, and keep on keeping on.
I love that.
Hmm. Okay, so I said that Sal Roz would be next, and after Sal Roz is Chaley. I have Chaley coming up next.
Oh, cool.
All right. Sal Roz, if you're doing messages, could I have one from my guides about what I need to know now? I'm listening in as I finish feeders and water. Okay, no problem. No problem. Hi, Carol. Let me just do that real quick.
Sally, I'm getting that it's okay to ask for things to kind of slow down a little bit. They're showing me 3 balloons in the air, or 3 orbs in the air. And um, it's like each one gets a little bit more concise or smaller. And that could be that messages are coming in 3s for you as well, or that things are just going to get it clearer, Sally. And I also feel like things are opening up as far as senses for you, and how you talk to your land. Part of that is because the way that you take care of all the animals on your land. I mean, that's a huge draw and a magnet. But I feel like you're going to be able to hear as well as see things. This is interesting. So you're getting closure on something. I don't know if you've got a contract out there or something, but something you're going to get closure on. So just watch things. There's that bed up there floating. I don't know if you can see that or not, but between time and space. So relax into this. Ask them to make things a little bit more concise for you if you'd like, or to take some time to relax.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is she saying? Closure
it's
is
good.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Good. So, Salroz, what I was getting for you, kind of looks like my house. She said that card.
Yeah, didn't it, Val? Yeah, it really did. Yeah, it does, totally. That's hilarious.
That's amazing. Um, so what when I tuned into your spirit guides, what they were letting me know is that patience, grounding, and clarity. That it is without trying, it is with allowing, and it is in divine timing. It is with a frequency, it is with a routine, it is with an intention. So they want you to consider working on a quiet time with an intention for clarity and ease of communication. And I feel like this is what you it's almost like I almost feel like you might be struggling or working or trying, and they say to release all that, that it is not try, it is allow. And they say just ask for clarification or clarity, and to work on tuning in either on a regular basis, whether it's daily, whether it's every other day, whether it's weekly, just on a routine basis, so that they know that you are connecting at this same amount of time, at same time frame, on this same day. Um, And it is very much the first thing that comes into your mind, Sal. And there is a trust that is built, that is through time. If you write down the very first thing that you get, it's it's about trusting and developing that discernment. But I would maybe get a clear quartz crystal for clarity, and say, simplify, make the communication with ease and with clarity. And it is really very simple, and it is often in our own thoughts and our own voice, um, but it is guidance. So be open. Yeah.
Yeah, she says, I try, but do struggle with routine. Yeah,
Yep. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. That's fine.
yeah, and don't feel like, so often, and I find myself doing this all the time, is I'll think, "Okay, I've got these things to get done today," and when I'm doing one thing, I'll think, "Gosh, I'm doing such a great job, now I'm gonna do this one," instead of just thinking, "Let's just relax into this, and maybe everything doesn't have to be done every day." So, I know you have a routine that you like to keep, but, look at that routine if it changes a little or if you get done what you can get done and what your body allows you to do, you know? Sometimes, I don't always breathe into my heart and notice when I'm dysregulated. I don't know about you, Jean, but there are times when all of a sudden my heart's pounding and I'm like, "Oh, I'm dysregulating." And and I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, right, Sal? Happens. We all do it. Yeah.
Okay. So Chaley is next, and she says, "May I please have a message from my guides?" After Chaley, I see Judy Kinland. Judy, you'll be next. All right. May I please have a message from my guides for Chaley?
Um, Haley, you are stronger, perhaps than you give yourself credit for. you've got a lot of energy around you, and you particularly have a male energy. I don't know if you're working with Michael or Metatron, or if this is a galactic entity that's coming in, but they're definitely from a higher dimension. It could also be somebody that's passed that was in your life, and it's been long enough that they're on that other dimension. They're wearing a hat, so I don't know if that makes any sense or not. Oh, you're on a hero's journey, so here you are headed towards that beautiful portal, getting ready to move on. You're working with your soul, and I think this is your soul family that you're working with. This is your home. I think you love the archangels. Yeah, I think this is your soul family of angels that you connect with, and you're in the flow. So just know that you are this strong. This is how much light is coming into you. Sometimes we feel all alone, but they're really all around you. Oh, your son's in spirit too. Yeah. I felt that. It's like he's coming forward too. He is so strong now, Chaley. He just wants you to know that. He is like, muscle person. Um, so it's really beautiful the way he's communicating with you.
Beautiful. Well, Shaylee, what I was feeling for you as soon as I tapped in is your spirit guides are saying that you are really spreading yourself very thin. You have a lot of irons on the fire, and they're saying that your bandwidth um, is very, I guess it's a thin bandwidth that they want to suggest that you choose some direction or some practice and go into that a little deeper. And they're saying it's quality over quantity. It's not that you want to try everything. It's good to have it tried, but it's really difficult when you spread yourself just a little bit thin. Is what they're telling me, that there is this challenge for you, and you say, I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. I feel like I'm not making any traction. I feel like I'm not getting, anywhere or making any improvements. And they really want you to, it's about intention. It's about the practice. It's about, how much you put into a project or a goal is how much you're going to get back out of it. And so they're not saying give up anything. They're just saying choose one thing that you really want, what's at your highest joy, and go deeper into that. And they're saying that this will develop or cultivate for you it's almost like a new awareness. And I feel like it may even be to dig deeper and connect to yourself. I do feel like you're a little bit more outside of yourself and looking around yourself. And they say, look into the mirror and focus inward on your own energy and your own self. Work on perhaps practicing a chakra balancing. They're just saying that, so I'm not sure if that makes any sense to you,
She's saying
Shaylee.
yes, 100% and
Oh,
absolutely.
oh,
Yeah.
is she? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, they
Okay.
want you to start focusing on being a shaman. Yeah. So I know for me, when my guides come in and I'm like on the ceiling, my energy and not grounded, shungite is one of my favorite stones for that. And it's usually from China, and it looks like a piece of charcoal kind of, but it's around, and it's a really good calming for me, Charlie, because there's times when I'm just out there, and I have to have that. That's sitting right here on my desk somewhere. So
It's important not to have judgment. Try not to judge
Yeah.
ourselves or, criticize ourselves through this, because we are where we are, and it's okay. And they're just saying to, work on going a little deeper. So that's good that you know that. Very good. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for your question, Chaylee. So I have Judy who is next, and Judy is right here. And after Judy is Miss Sherlock. Okay, Judy says, "Who do you see around me?" And I guess you are looking for a mediumship um, or spirit guides and angels. Let me just see if I can answer that question or what they say to that. I see sister energy, Judy. I see sister, friend, cousin, somebody within your same generation, female, and they are watching over you and they love you dearly. And does this make sense to you, Judy? I feel like this person passed before their time, so I don't feel it's a mother or a grandmother. I feel like it's a contemporary to you, if that makes sense. Okay, now she's saying just spirit guides. Okay. All right. But there is okay, and family. Okay. Does that make sense to you, the female that is your contemporary? And this person left the earth um, before their time, or sooner than, oh, her best friend Shirley. You're kidding. Oh my gosh. That's who it is. That's who it is. She is very much, she loves you. She loves your soul. I feel like you two have had a past life together, and that you two have had lives together, and that she was more of a sister to you than your own sister. But she wants you to know that and she understands how devastating this was for you to have a contemporary and somebody so close to you leave this earth. And it also made you look at your own mortality. But she's extremely loving, very protective, and is always by your side. She's really connected to you, and she can help you, Judy. You can ask her for signs or symbols or messages. But she loves you. She came through with so much love and so much protection and so much care. She wants to wrap you in her arms and protect you. And she just wants to ease your pain and to let you know that you're not alone, that she's got your back. This is really a very dedicated connection with her soul, Judy. So I would recommend We Are One. Oh my gosh.
It's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Wow.
Yeah. I would she would probably want to connect with you a lot more there, Judy.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, the first thing they showed me, um, was like the mountaintops, Judy, of, and when I think of mountaintops, I usually think of, many up there, like ascended masters, um, and and that this is kind of our way, right? We start out and we see all these ascended masters above us, but really we have our own mountaintop too. So, oh, she says she came in a flowing blue dress. Yeah, yeah, she did. So I pulled a few cards for you, and here's your blue dress. It's kind of a blue green, and it's the thinking woman. And it's funny when Jean started talking about, of course, um, that this female energy was around you. This is the first thing that I pulled. So I get that she probably was a very learned woman, even if it wasn't scholastically or perhaps with degrees. She knew, like she knew things. Um, Also, um, when she comes in, there's the number 47. It's on the card, and they keep pointing that out, Judy. So I don't know if 47 means anything. Of course, it comes to the number 11, which is a master number also, if she didn't pass at 47. Um, um, and then you get Uriel with her. So beautiful angel energy coming in. And she also helps you with money or abundance. So they were pulling that in. She was showing me like that you guys were two beautiful flowers growing together, like almost out of the same plant. You were Lucy and Ethel. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That you were just blossoming. And she also says that, sometimes we come in with our spirit family, and sometimes there's somebody special that we come in certain lifetimes when we know that we've got really important lessons to learn. And then we'll come in with that other person. What happens is you kind of pull each other up in different lifetimes and you take turns. Oh, you're an 11 and she passed at 19. Yeah. Yeah. But this was her lifetime to pull you up um, by leaving at this age, because this kind of reset your life, Judy, and what you were going to do. So this was a contract that you guys had, and it was her honor to do it. That's what they always tell me on the other side, that's an honor to do that. So anyway, yeah, you love her more. Yeah, oh, honey, it feels like that was a thing. Yeah, she's saying she loves you more. So they are like one, aren't they? There's a great joy there.
Yeah, that was a really strong connection there, Judy, for sure. She was very insistent and wanting to come in. And I'm not sure if you felt somebody around you and you didn't know who it was, but she said she's been around you for a very long time. And it's, um, yeah, there's a lot, there's just a lot there, Judy. Good for you. All the best to you, Judy. Thank you very much for your question. That was a beautiful, just the love that I felt in my heart that she wanted me to express to you was overwhelming for me. So I know there was a lot of love there. So Miss Sherlock is next, and after Miss Sherlock is Kenneth, and after Kenneth is Anja.
Okay.
And Miss Sherlock is can my dear late Mother Joy tell me why my late stepmom said such horrible things to me? My mom lost custody and my father remarried. I miss my mom so much. Aw. I don't know if your Mother Joy could tell you something about your stepmom, but we could get a message from your Mother Joy. But this is I would go directly to your stepmom, and perhaps in a private reading that would be something that would be beneficial, and or a past life reading, or a yeah, maybe a healing session for you, Miss Sherlock. I don't
Yeah.
know that your mom would have any but Teri, if you're getting something different, but let me just tune into your Mother Joy.
Yeah, no, I agree. Once you get to the other side, there's not that judgment. It's like
Yeah, your mom wouldn't know. I think your stepmom would go
yeah,
directly to the source and
yeah,
ask them why. Um, and sometimes it doesn't make sense.
yeah,
Sometimes there's not a good reason why. Um,
yeah. Sometimes people break their contracts. So and they're not, I okay, so this morning I started hearing that song, and I think this is for you, Miss Sherlock, is, Heart of Glass, Deborah Harry, Blondie,
Mm, mm,
you know, and kind of that, that this is something that shattered your heart. This is more about you, I think, Miss Sherlock, but, or it could have been for your mom too at that point. Yeah, it did shatter her heart, she's saying. So, uh, and it's interesting that her parents chose to give her this name Joy, which is like
mhm.
Ananda. And Ananda, bliss, joy, that's universal light, that's higher self, that's, um, the universal energy. So, so it's like they're showing me the heart and that it shattered, but because it shattered and there were all these pieces that it grew, so big, both of your hearts. She is around you. Um, she's acknowledging somebody in your life that might remind you of her. That there might be a grandchild or a child. And if they're not here yet, but it's because it's like, oh, this is beautiful. So she's showing me that that heart that grew um, turned into a larger heart, even. So, Miss Sherlock, it's like it did. It shattered your heart losing her. Yeah, yeah. But but that heart now is so big. I mean, it's just shining, and they keep talking about somebody else in your life that has come in or is coming in. So just let me know if that makes any sense to you. I'll pull a card to try to get it more definitive, but um, yeah, you're getting divine guidance from her, dear. So she's still there. She's not going to be like she's all love and light now, you know. Oh, so she might come to you in songs. There's harmony.
Mm,
She might come to you like Heart of Glass, an enchantment, and there's a horse. So she might also come to you. Um, oh, your son is stubborn like your mom. Yeah, yeah. There's a big connection there. So uh, it's like your mom is also on his shoulder, and they connect a lot. Um, so that's kind of that enchantment, I think. So study. So this was a lesson. This was some sort of a contract and a lesson.
mm. Interesting. Wow, that was really very good, Terry. Thank you. And Miss Sherlock, your mom Joy wants you to know that it's important to consider looking at this from a new perspective and a the perspective of that when you two, before you were both incarnated, had agreed to this scenario that she would be your mother, but then she would leave you to learn and find your own strength in this world. And she did this for you, not to you. It didn't happen to you, it happened for you so that you could be strong and resilient, so that you could stand up for yourself and have this. You were very clear to see that your stepmom was not of the highest good, and that your mom, whose name was Joy, was of the higher vibration. It allowed you to learn discernment, learn tolerance, learn how to perceive. You could tell when people's vibrations were lower or people's vibrations were higher. I feel like it's made you stronger, made you more aware, and allowed you to tune into your guidance through all of these trials and tribulations in your lifetime, in order to teach you how to stand up and take your power back. I feel like Your mom definitely is watching over you and still has, she said, I am your mom and always will be your mom. She is always guiding you with this motherly guidance from the other side. And she is just letting you know how proud she is of you and how much you have flourished. And she's telling me you almost had to bring yourself up. You like you were brought up on your own, so to speak. And that she's just so proud of you of what you've become and how much you've achieved in your lifetime with all of these trials and challenges around you. She's saying, that's my girl. She's saying, you're so strong. And she's saying, be kind to your son. And she's saying that he may be stubborn like me, but he's also joy. I feel like your son has this joy like her as well. And she said that she loves seeing that he loves you so much and that she encourages him to, I don't know if your son says things to you or write things to you, or if there's somebody in your life that is kind to you in a way that is unexpected. But I think your mom is sort of nudging them to send you these things or to tell you these things. But she's saying that she's sending you her love and she is very proud of you. And she said that she's almost like you have the strength that and the fortitude and the courage that she's just really proud of you. She said that you've exceeded all of her expectations, and just wants you to know how much she loves you, is what I'm feeling she's saying to you, Miss Sherlock. Oh, he's an artist and with a beautiful heart.
That's
Yes.
so beautiful.
She says, yes, I brought myself up totally. Yep, that's
Yeah.
what she's saying. And yes, I learned the hard way. But she's saying, look what you've done. Look what you did. Look how much you've accomplished. Look how much love you brought into the world. Look how intelligent and emotionally and spiritually aware you are. This was all you doing this and her encouraging you and helping you along the way. But she's just saying how proud she is of you and what an amazing accomplishment that she just is really so very proud. And you will see her again one day, Miss Sherlock, when your day comes, not any day soon, but you will see her again. And she'll be able to tell you face to face for sure. Wow, that was really very powerful. We got some really
So
strong
beautiful.
feelings coming through.
Right?
Coming through. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You guys are
Okay,
connected.
is, Kenneth, are you still here? Just say hi, and then after Kenneth is Anja. Let me see. Uh, I don't know if Kenneth said hi, 'cause it's important that you're here for mediumship. Mhm. Kenneth, if you're still here, just say hi. Sometimes people are listening from work.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to.
Oh,
There
he's
he
here.
is.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. And then after Kenneth is Anja. And Kenneth says, can I ask for a message from a guide or his late wife, Joanne Lee, about current relationship with a lady friend now? Wonderful. Thanks, Kenneth. I know I have it. It's a little bit delayed. He's saying yes 3
Yeah.
times. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yeah. It is really delayed between StreamYard and YouTube.
So what I'm feeling right away about this lady in your lady friend, I feel like what I hear, I don't know if it's your spirit guides or your late wife, but they're saying take it for what it is, take it for face value. Try not to read anything into it and allow it to unravel or allow it to develop naturally and follow your gut. If you have feelings of hesitation, hesitate. have feelings of moving forward rapidly and you think, is this too rapid? Trust your feelings, because your spirit guides and loved ones come in through you and give you these nudges and urges, and sort of like a hand on your back or a slowing down type of feeling. And I know that it's hard to determine, but they want you just to take it one day at a time and take it for what it is. I don't know why they're saying take it for what it is. I don't know that it, I feel like it has not developed into the uh into what it might develop into. I feel like there's some sort of a timing issue. I don't know if this lady friend of yours has other family members or obligations that may be distracting her a little bit. But try not to. Um, it's it's I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a stall or a little bit of a hesitation before it moves into the next phase of this relationship. And I'm going to keep tuning in. Teri, are you getting anything there?
Yeah, Kenneth, before I even knew what this was going to be about, when um, I kept hearing that song, I'm Henry the Eighth, I am Henry the Eighth, I am, and he got married to the widow next door that'd been married 7 times before. So take that for what you will. I mean, I don't know if she was in another relationship or if she's still grieving an old relationship, or you are. But there might be something from past relationships. I also feel a little bit in the heart chakra that there's a little hesitation here. A little worried about it, which is very, very natural. Um, with you being in love, she feels nothing but joy, Joanne. So she wants you to dance with light and love, and you know, be your whole self, wholeness. So just reflect on it. Think about it. What this is going to look like for you and what you really want. Like, oh, yes, she is. She has the hesitation. Or she, okay. Yeah, there is some hesitation there, like things might be happening a little too fast. I feel like she needs to release something. So this is my favorite card in this deck. I always talk about it, surrender and release. This angel is holding this urn. And sometimes we carry a lot of stuff with us. And we don't just carry our stuff, we carry everybody else's stuff too. So that urn gets really heavy to walk around with. And it's hard to move on to a new relationship or to move on with our lives sometimes if we're carrying all that old stuff. So it might be time for either one of you to release and surrender. And this might be a good time to kind of stay in the background a little bit or be in it, but just watch it, reflect on it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's and it doesn't mean that it can't, whatever it is that you both need to move through doesn't mean it can't remedy itself. Like, I feel like there's a timing thing to it.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. She needs to surrender the past.
Yeah.
And this may take her a little bit of time. It's not that it won't ever happen, and it's up to you, how much you feel that you want to stay engaged through her process, or whether you think that, but I feel like there's almost like there's another beginning or a new beginning. Maybe, I don't know what there, after a period of time, then you two would reconnect, or you would stay connected. And then after a period of time, the relationship changes. But I'm not seeing that it's a done deal yet. I do see that hesitation, and that's really healthy. And this is why, and I think it was Joanne that was saying, to see it for what it is. And Yeah, and it's really hard because we have hopes, we have dreams, we have connections, we feel you know, the possibilities, but it's, it takes two. It takes two. But yeah, I don't think it's a done deal yet.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't close the door on, I would keep other options open, but it's hard. It's a hard one. I can't see that anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Good.
And that number 8, entering the 8th, so look out for that number 8 and the number 3, they're also saying. So I don't know if that's 3 months, 3 weeks, or, 8, but yeah, those numbers just keep coming up, Kenneth.
Mhm. Yeah, and when we ask for messages from our spirit guides and loved ones to direct us on a relationship that we're currently having, it's not that they're going to have the answer or be able to tell us what to do. It's almost like clarifying or validating what we're doing and what we're feeling is the right thing to feel or see, like you already knew this, you had this feeling going into it. And with them just validating that, it's not like they knew whether or not it's going to end up. It's just that they knew to confirm that whatever you were feeling or she is feeling is, is true. I don't know how to explain that. Oh, he says, okay, I'll take the note 3 and an 8. Okay. Aw, that's great.
Yeah.
All
Good
the
luck,
best to you.
Kenneth.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Um,
learn so much, from the relationships that don't work about ourselves too, don't we? And it's wonderful to find a beautiful relationship too. So,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's, that's where we learn a lot of our lessons is through our relationships. So, yeah, it's important. Thank you, Kenneth. And is Anja here or Emmy J? Did Anja say she was here or Emmy J? I didn't see Anja recently. I'm trying to look.
There she is.
Okay. Anja and Emmy J, if you're here, just say hello.
I was gonna say, I think Anya might be in an area that lost power too. So,
Oh,
um,
yeah, that was it was a bittersweet from what I hear other people who have their survival stories that, you know, it showed them the strengths that they had when, without power and how they could, through ingenuity, they came up with solutions. And Anja says, I'd love an update for me for the next few months. Okay. Thank you, Anja.
Anya, it's like you're coming out of the box. Um, like they're showing me a box and there's all this energy coming out of it. Like maybe you felt like you were kind of stuck in a rut or stuck in it could have been a job, it could have been a relationship, it could have been just, you know, we put regulations on ourselves and we put judgment on ourselves and think we have to be within these constructs or these perimeters. But you're out, man. You're gone. So it's like something's happened that you are shining in your power, young lady. Just phew, like your crown chakra might be just, time for some shungite. She says, yes, Teri, in so many ways. Yeah. So, okay. Oh, all right. So focus. I mean, sometimes when we have like a, a crown chakra opening or kundalini awakening or a heart chakra awakening, it's like, again, one of those times when you're up on the ceiling and you need some shungite or something to kind of focus on. This angel has all these beautiful roses in her lap. She's looking out the window. So sometimes it is hard to focus, but that's okay. Just take some time be gentle with yourself and enjoy the ride. They're saying, really enjoy the ride. You got Archangel Michael there with you. So you've got a lot of power around you. And sometimes that's a really good way. I know we talk about grounding a lot, but also you can get those powerful masculine energies of protection and clear-sightedness, those, awakening our masculinity, even as women, and our femininity as men. Whatever you're doing, truth and integrity. So it's like you are, Michael's your guy, yeah. So you are in your truth and integrity. Like you are in your passion. You are in your right where you're headed. So it's like it's amazing energy. It's just beautiful. You're right where you're supposed to be. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, Andra, I too received that connecting with the angels is a wonderful avenue for you to focus on moving forward in the next few months or weeks. And by doing this, they want you to cultivate kindness. And in the sense that this is a kindness for yourself, for your higher self, for your heart, for your soul, for your being, for the little Anja that's inside of Anja. And I know that Teri pronounces it a little different, but I hope you don't mind me saying it that way. That's the way I've always said it. But they want you to nurture and work on self-love, healing. If you work on, I know that you have, or I think that if I remember correctly, you have some healing background. They want you to work on practicing this healing for yourself and also to work on healing for others. And what I mean by that is when we have like a collective type of a healing, or if we have somebody that we practice with for healing, it allows us to bring that healing through us, and is always generating more healing within yourself. And they want you to work on relaxation, perhaps doing meditation, guided meditation, energy healing for your own work field or your chakra centers. I just feel a lot of kindness, nurturing, self-love, healing, and relaxation. They really I feel like we are our worst critic, and we are very hard on ourselves sometimes, and we have very high expectations, and they really want you to sort of relax. This is like a volatile time, Andra, and you are empathic and you feel all of these, and they want you to work on soothing and calming your energy and your soul, and allowing a rest time and a gentle movement forward. And I feel like you have these ideas and these desires and these goals that are amazing and wonderful, and write all of them down. But it's important to do it from a place of peace and nurturing and kindness with yourself, and then and move forward. Like don't I feel like you're moving past yourself in order to get to the next step, and you can't go around. You have to go through and do the work of calming, centering, nurturing, healing, and then moving forward. And they're saying that it's important um, for everybody's energy to be mindful and to be responsible for our own energy, because our own energy moving forward out there in the world will then magnify and ripple out. So this is actually a message for everybody, but thank you, Anja. Um, Okay, nervous system's always somewhat whacked. Okay, and
Yeah.
empathic too. And yeah, you have to. And
Yeah.
it's not. I appreciate you saying have to, but this is what exactly what they're talking about. Be kind. They're asking you to gently consider incorporating this. Like this have to is part of you. Very hard on yourself. You have a lot of expectations of yourself, and the it may not be it is what it is, and be kindful and accept what has been, and allow that to develop into a more balanced and a more nurturing kind of a path forward. And this is what they're saying. Yes, as Oprah said, please be responsible for the energy you bring into the room. Oh, good.
Mhm.
And we're all pebbles in a pond rippling out. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an amazing mind, and your ambition is just bar none. And they say that this will come in time. This will come to pass, and it's important for us to like put the mask on ourselves. And that's such a cliche these days, but it really this is what they want you to do at this time because of the energy in the collective right now.
Yeah. I love that you said put the mask on yourself first, because that's when our bodies become dysregulated because our emotions or our energy that we're getting in, like crown chakra or something, or our kundalini awakening. One of the easiest things to do is to do some breath work. And your 4-part box breath, just taking some time to do some alternate nostril breath work. Those are ancient Ayurvedic breath work that they still use in hospitals today. If you were to come in and say, I'm having a panic attack, they would have you doing the alternate nostril or the 4-part box breath. So,
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you for that. And thank you, Anja. And Emmy J is next. And after Emmy J is Peaceful, Easy Feeling.
oh, yeah.
And I think that might be it for today. Let's see how we do here. Emmy J says, why am I seeing tunnels underground while I'm meditating? Ooh. Emmy J, you never know what Emmy J is going to say.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the Lyrans. So everybody here might not believe in galactic energy, but the Lyrans have come, and they're like guardians, and they travel through tunnels. So, and they're not the only ones that travel through tunnels, but they're really coming and helping our planet as we change. So I see them a lot. We've got a lot of cave system in the Midwest here, and you might notice big hairy people around you. That's how they physically appear to me. But just when you're going into those underground tunnels, it depends on how deep they go. Okay, you're Lyran, yeah, Shaylee, and and we can travel through those tunnels too. That's crystalline energy into the planet, and we can also travel above the planet with those wormholes, whatever you want to call it. And if you want to go through a black hole, a black hole isn't that scary. That's when you go inside a black hole, scientists say all you see is the light. That's all you can see inside a black hole. So they're very interesting. Make sure that you're protected if you want to go inside one when you meditate. But yeah,
That's amazing, Teri. I didn't know that. And I'm going to leave that right there, Emmy J, because I concur with Teri, and this really resonates with me 100%. So there's nothing more that I could add to that, but definitely, work on meditating on that, and see where you go. I think that there's is Telos the Lyrans?
I
Is
can't.
Telos in Shasta the Lyrans?
Yeah,
Who's under there?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They are too, and the Hathors as well.
Ah,
There's many there, but particularly the Lyrans are like all over the place there. And it's funny where you can go and you'll see people and you'll think, yeah, you're not human. Um, and
oh my God.
you might look at, oh yeah, like a Renaissance festival, a psychic fair, places where they sing. They love singing. So yeah.
Well, I got to share something if you guys don't mind, and
Oh,
I'm
I'd
going to
love
let you
it.
see my face because you just reminded me of it, Teri. This was a while ago, like maybe 3 years ago. I had a gentleman do a private reading with me, And, I say, I bring in all your spirit guides and angels, and I say my little introduction there, and I close my eyes and I say, I'm going to connect to your energy. And this gentleman happened to be in New York City. And so I closed my eyes, and he was, um, just your average Joe, and middle-aged man, professional. And I closed my eyes, and the first thing I lifted up my head. I said, "You walk amongst the aliens," and I was like almost shocked that that came out of my mouth. And he's like, "What?" I said, "They say you walk amongst aliens. That there are aliens in New York City that you're around, that are around you." And
Mhm.
he's saying, "Really?" And then he says to me, "Am I an alien?" And I said, "Hold on, let me check."
Hold the phone.
I'm like, "Let me check." So I went back. I'm like, "Is this person in front of me also an alien?" And they said no. And he did not know what to do with that. I didn't know why that flew out of my mouth, but I'm telling you, it was like involuntarily coming through. I couldn't believe it. It was amazing. And nothing really ever came of it, but man, that was really strong when they told me that. And you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, my heart's thumping. It's like, "Oh boy." That rings true.
It was profound for sure. Okay, so peaceful, easy feeling is next, and she says, "Would love a message from my guides if there's time." Okay, thank you.
Oh, and look who shows up, the cat. Um,
Oh, wow, beautiful. You're welcome, Emmy J. Oh,
um,
did peaceful, easy feeling say that she was here? I'm so sorry. I got distracted. I don't know. I think I saw her, but did she say she was still here?
I'm looking, I don't see her.
Oh no.
Are you here, dear? Hmm.
Oh, I just
Oh,
want to
there
be
she is.
respectful. You-
Yay. She's
She
here.
is?
Yeah.
All right. It's hard to see. It comes in a couple seconds after. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Guides, messages from her guides. Peaceful, easy.
Okay, they're showing me a book and they're showing me a candle, peaceful, easy feeling. So I'm going to give you a couple of different ideas of what that could be, and you connect where that works for you. The book can be the Akashic records and talking about past lives. The candle can be seeing the flame and seeing beyond the flame, so beyond the veil. So being able to work with the field of Akash. This might be something that I don't know if you've taken classes from Val, but Crystal Dragonfly, but she is amazing. Or Dragonfly Crystal. I got that wrong, didn't I? Learning disabilities. So there's that. Also, you might be taking classes in something else in that book. So something that you want to study is coming up. And it's kind of like a butterfly it turns into. It's really beautiful. It's like, you start learning something and you just fly with it. So it's like it takes on a thing of its own. That candle work is really important. Looking at candles and, watching the flame, that might be a vision process that you wanna look at. It's also good for concentration, doing the candle gazing. So it's like, um, almost like a form of meditation that it kinda makes you present, and, so that's what they're talking about. These are some situations that you might like. Okay. Okay. Yeah, visionary gal, and you're at work. Okay. Okay, I got it. Yeah. So, And it feels like you've done this for many lifetimes. So once you start doing this class that you might be thinking of doing, it's like you already know it. You remember it. You're like, oh, yeah, done that before. And it's just, you just fly with it.
Great. Thank you, Teri. So the first thing I got for you, Peaceful, I heard that you are correct. Trust your instincts. They also recommended that you either start with a pendulum or continue with a pendulum or find a divination tool that is something that you're able to validate for yourself, that you are getting the messages and you are prime or ready for a development course, whatever that might be for yourself, that would help you to develop the trust in receiving the messages, because you are receiving the messages, you are getting the instincts, you are feeling the hits, they are correct. And what it is that it's hard for you to know for sure, but there's never a knowing for sure. There's a like a resonance, like a it's a discernment, but it's a vibration and it's a subtlety. It's almost like when you hear somebody lying and you're like, that's definitely, they're definitely lying. And you can tell the vibration. And that's like really not easy, but it's apparent. When somebody's lying through their teeth, you can feel it, the resonant. It's not true. But there's other things that are very subtle. And it has to do with you knowing yourself and trusting your messages. And they're saying that training will help you do this, but also finding some divination that you can rely on and just develop that piece. They're saying if you would just trust yourself, but it's really hard to, I understand, but they're letting you know this is a validation that what you're feeling, what you're sensing, what you're hearing are your spirit guides, is your intuition, is your guidance. And they want you to work on maybe taking an action. There was a class or a show I did with Daphne, and it's saying how to use your spirit guides for a project or a goal. And she asked her spirit guides for assistance while making Thanksgiving Day dinner. And she said, that she wanted this and she wanted it to be easy. And she wanted, you put your parameters in, you ask for your spirit guides to come in, and you sit down and you set your intention, and, you write down things on paper. And it was really, and I tried it, not the Thanksgiving dinner. I did it for just merely chores around the house, but I wanted ample time to get extra things done. And it was just, I felt like I was being lifted and just carried through all of my chores. And the ample time that I had left over was it was so enjoyable. I was like giggling through it because I knew it was my spirit guides assisting me to achieve my goals. So they want you to sort of put it into action and watch it work for you. But I can pop it in the show notes below. But it is, I don't want to distract myself. But it was with Daphne, and it was about 2 or 3 months ago. But it's specialty spirit guides for goals, and it was really very magical. So that's something that you can work on yourself there, Peaceful, and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love Daphne. She is so calm and centered. And I know, and that's, you've been working with oracle cards. That's a good place to start. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody gets a different thing that opens up first. And then once one thing opens, boom, 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 synchronicities and other things open, other tools open.
Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Elaine
yeah.
Thorpe is amazing, isn't she? Did you just find her, Garnet? She blew my mind. I'm like, this can't be right. And I'm like, and I watched video after video after video, and she is so consistent. I'm like, oh my gosh, it blew my mind. If anybody hasn't looked up Elaine Thorpe, she's an amazing trance medium, and it will open your eyes and expand your awareness, if nothing else. Thanks, Garnet, for letting us all know that. And you're welcome, Peaceful. Thank you. All right. So, Teri, Where will you be? Actually, you are available for private readings now. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Private
And
reading.
how can people get a hold of you if they're interested in getting a private reading from you?
Well, thank you for asking. It's Teri holding your space at gmail.com. Also, I've got a website, holdingyourspace.com. And then on my YouTube channel, Holding Your Space, you can go there and all the information is listed. But yeah, I love doing readings. And we were talking about this before we came on. You can go so much more in depth with people when it's a one-on-one and you have a half hour or an hour or 90 minutes, I always say is really wonderful, but it's self-care, you guys. It's like it's just a part of taking care of yourself. I feel like for me, I know when I get a reading, when I do yoga, when I go for walks, or get a massage, it's like sometimes we don't do these things for ourselves, but makes a difference.
Absolutely. And where will you be after this? Or do you have a show later on today?
I do. I have a show with, Callie Healer, so, we're
Oh,
gonna be doing a show after this, and then also, well, Sunday, I think they're having a birthday party for Marina
aw,
on, Heart and Soul Connected on Sunday. So I'll be on that, and I'll be on with at 12 o'clock on Sunday Central, I'll be on with, Allie also. So, what about you? What are you doing?
wow. Wow. Yeah, I'll be on later on this afternoon with Stacy and Daphne. We're doing a special event. So that's at 6:30 Eastern, and I guess it's 3:30 Pacific. And please come on back and see us later on this evening. And tomorrow I have Akila B coming on. We'll be doing all readings, and that's at 11 a.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. Pacific. And then I have Ivana Intuitive tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. And that'll be the first time Ivana and I will be together. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
And also,
nice.
Scott Scorpio's son Tarot will be on my channel on at 4 p.m. on Saturday, 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific. So please do stay tuned. I will be at one of my metaphysical fairs on Sunday, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And so my Friday and Saturday is booked solid so that I can go on Sunday. And I too am available for private readings. If anybody is interested, you can just go to my website, SunPsychicJean.com. I have all different offerings there, 15-minute, 30-minute, 90-minute, and all different things. So please go over and check it out and let me know what you think. And thank you very much, Teri. I enjoyed our time together here. And thank you, everybody, for all of your questions and participation. It was loads of fun. Very good energy today. Thank you all very much.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you, Jean.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again.